They moved Las Vegas.
No, they had like a shuffle with all the minor league teams because they do that periodically, and the Mets like drew a short straw getting to Las Vegas. And they're all the way over here.
Kyle, my dad wanted me to point out to you that while Bartolo Colon cannot strike out a person, he can still hit a home run.
Yeah, like what was that, 3 years ago? It was 2016.
And who was the pitcher that gave it up?
James Shields.
Yeah, perfect Jeopardy.
Big game James giving up a home run to probably the least athletic hitter ever.
You know what's funny?
Not the least athletic hitter ever.
I wanted him for the Yankees at one point.
Who?
It was
James Shields.
Oh, yeah, like 5-10 years ago.
Years ago. Bartolo Colon pitched for the Yankees at one point. That's when he restarted his career.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Shields before you jumped down my
when
throat.
He was with the Rays. I love that guy. James Shields and David Price are two of my favorite pitchers.
When he was in the Royals, I'm like, you go win that World Series.
Yeah.
And then the year after he leaves, they win the World Series. And I was like, you know what? Good for them.
He just doesn't deserve it now.
No, he doesn't deserve it. Now, someone who actually did play in that World Series that beat the Royals that year, Madison Bumgarner, the man, the myth, the legend himself, broke his hand.
This guy has the Giants in the palm of his hand. It's ridiculous.
Well, he's going to be out at least 4 to 6 weeks.
That's huge.
Sorry, not out 4 to 6 weeks. He can't even move for 4 to 6 weeks because he has the pins being put in his hand.
How many starts is that? 4?
More.
If that?
No, it's more.
That's probably...
Well, no. 4 to 6 weeks.
No, it's probably like 5 for the first month of
April. The pins will be removed. He's got pins being placed in his finger, in his hand, that will not be removed for 4 to 6 weeks at a minimum. They're saying, and he's saying, he wants to be back pitching before the All-Star break.
For him, I can see it because he's a huge dude. He could actually do it.
It's his throwing hand.
Huge for the Giants.
You want to know what's huge?
The fact they couldn't win anything last year without him.
Not even that. In the first 2 months of the season, you know how many times the Giants played the Dodgers?
10. Or is it more? I think it's 10.
How the hell did he know this?
I watched the Dodger game against the Angels last night. They said how many games they played.
In the potential time that Madison Bumgarner might be out, in the first 2 months, the Giants play the Dodgers, the defending NL champ Dodgers, 10 times. That alone is enough to sink their season. If they don't have Bumgarner...
That's really early, but yeah, that's a pretty big hole.
Let's say during those 10 games, Bumgarner would probably start, depending on scheduling, 2 to 3 games. Now who are they going to be starting instead of Bumgarner?
Not to mention, but they're already down 2/5 of the rotation with Samardzija out too.
Isn't Cueto hurt too?
Samardzija just went out.
He's probably going to start opening day.
Who?
Cueto's not starting opening day.
He's not.
They named Ty Blatch is the starter.
Oh,
exactly.
Black, okay.
That's
Ty Blatch.
I teased it beforehand.
He had a pretty good year last year. I could give it to him then.
Ty Blatch.
With 3 people down, I could give it to him then.
Samardzija hurt. Johnny Cueto is actually starting on Sunday.
Game 2?
No, like before the season. He's starting the last game of spring training.
Oh, so he's probably not going to start.
Because the way
Game 4, Game 5.
It was a whole mix-up with the scheduling, and they accidentally scheduled him then, so they couldn't have him start Sunday and then start the first game of the season. So, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Samardzija also hurt, actually had an MRI the other day, or is having it today, I believe. Madison Bumgarner, surgery, done. Matt Cain, no longer with the team.
Yep.
Jake Peavy, gone.
You want to say Barry Zito, too? He's been gone.
No,
Lord.
All right.
Let's
Johnny
go.
Cueto.
Gaylord Perry's gone, too, just so we're on the same page.
Gaylord Perry.
Johnny Cueto, scheduling not working. Ty Blatch. He's going to be... Who is Ty Blatch?
It's Black, but...
Ty Black. Who is this guy?
He's a
pitched
pitcher.
last year for a while. He actually had a decent year last year, I think. But there's nothing replacing Bumgarner.
The Giants...
Wasn't he there in place of Bumgarner, too? Because Bumgarner was hurt a lot of last year.
The Giants who went, looks like, all in this past offseason by getting McCutchen and Longoria.
Which I love.
They gave too much up for Longoria, by the way, who is an aging...
Yeah, but they want to compete.
Aging player, and they're getting him on the back nine of his career. And no Bumgarner. This is not going to be the greatest year for the Giants.
I disagree.
And things really can't get much worse from last year.
I disagree. I like their chances a lot, and I'm going to tell you why. Everybody in the NL West got better, except for the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, they got worse.
Yeah, but like the Padres got okay by adding Hosmer, which was the big one.
That is by. Let me tell you right now. He's going to be the biggest bust.
To be fair to the Diamondbacks, they were already doing well without him in the first half of the season last year. So
yeah, but like the Rockies bolstered their bullpen, which was
bust
good.
of this free agency. I would not be surprised if by the All-Star break everyone's like, "Oh my God, this contract is horrible."
I disagree. You know who's going to be the bigger bust? You know who's going to be a bigger bust? Martinez.
JD Martinez?
Absolutely.
I hope so. As a Yankee fan.
No, as a Yankee fan, I hope so. But as my fantasy team, I hope he's not.
No.
Who plays fantasy baseball?
Me.
Not anymore. I haven't played fantasy baseball in years. All right, moving on. And you mentioned JD Martinez and the Red Sox and everything. Stephen Wright suspended 15 games for that whole
he's an idiot
domestic violence issue. What I've mentioned this so many times before on the show. What is wrong with you?
Oh, by the way, breaking news: Michael Porter Jr.
declares for the NBA draft. But getting back to Stephen Wright, what is wrong? Never raise a hand to a woman.
Especially nowadays, because everything will be seen or heard.
Everything's documented.
Yeah, everything. So there's no way around it. First of all, it should never happen.
It shouldn't even cross your mind to hit a woman. Shouldn't even cross your mind, and then to actually do it and only get 15 games after the fact. Like, really?
Roger Goodell isn't in charge of baseball.
This is the worst. Like, if this is the worst you're going to get for hitting a woman.
Well, I mean, look at Chapman, 30 games for actually discharging a gun in the presence of a child in his house. And that's only 30 games. That's a month straight, especially for a closer. That's a little hurtful.
But the thing that Wright did was much more worse than what Chapman did.
That's debatable.
That's
debatable.
A gun, using a gun. I'm just wondering how you say it.
Shot into the floor in his garage
out of anger with his kids.
Yeah, well, everyone... Look, I'm not saying I commend it. Obviously, it's stupid if you do it. But Stephen Wright basically did something that... honestly, no man should do. Nobody should do it, period. You should never lay your hands on a woman, ever.
You shouldn't even think about laying your hand on a woman.
I agree with you, but the thing is, look, I get it. I understand why it was more, but it's very debatable, and it's something that even shouldn't be debated to begin with, because it shouldn't happen. But what Stephen Wright did to me is much more worse.
And only 15 games.
How is that fair?
They have to re-look at this in the next CBA. They have to really get this right.
When Ray Rice only got 2 games for that before the video, was it 1 game, and then after the game?
And then Josh Gordon gets suspended a whole year for smoking weed.
Yeah. Sports and their priorities are very messed up. Very messed up. Stephen Wright, 15 games. Ray Rice, 2 games. Josh Gordon, 3 years.
And we saw what Ray Rice did. We didn't see what Stephen Wright did.
No,
you realize that?
If you were to actually watch the video, and I really don't recommend you do it, it's very disturbing, but if you see what Ray Rice did, she was out.
No, she was out cold. There was actually...
Out.
Recently, there was a baseball player in the Houston Astros organization...
Oh, God.
...that did the same thing.
Oh, I saw the video. That was horrible.
Did anyone else see the video?
Horrible.
Honestly, don't watch it.
It was in the stairs of
I think the
was it a major league player?
Minor league.
Minor league player.
Oh, okay.
I want to say like AA.
I didn't hear about
horrible.
this.
He smacked her across the face, threw her down some steps, came down, punched her, slapped her. Horrible.
It was
horrible
awful
stuff. Absolutely gruesome. Disgusting.
Honestly,
disgusting
I was sick to my stomach watching it. Honestly.
Absolutely disgusting.
I'm even surprised I made it through. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
For those of you that watch it, you'll understand.
And as we have about 5 minutes left in the show, we're just going to wrap it up by discussing our predictions for this upcoming baseball season.
This guy, there was something weird with this guy, I remember.
I think Cameron just had a light bulb.
Yeah,
probably. But, yeah, there is something wrong with the guy. He's disturbed, and he's an idiot, a moron, whatever you want to say. Obviously, a lot of them I want to say about him is not FCC appropriate, so I'm not going to say it.
It's not even your mother appropriate.
Like, I would never say whatever I would say about him in front of my mom. You're absolutely right. It's gruesome. It's disgusting. It's awful.
It's absolutely horrible.
It's something that should be, like... outlawed.
It is outlawed. It is outlawed. That's the thing. That's what doesn't make sense. Where if baseball has enough evidence to suspend Stephen Wright, how come there's no legal action being taken for this? But
we don't know what's going on behind closed doors. But even then,
the
something
MLB
should
might be
happen.
like the NFL, where it says that even if you're not charged or found guilty in the court of law, they have the right to place their own essentially charges upon a player. Now, our last 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes, are here. Let's just run through baseball predictions. Each one, quickly. Who's winning the AL East, everyone?
Yankees.
Yankees.
Wow. Just straight Yankee sweep. Absolutely straight Yankees sweep. Who's winning the AL Central?
Minnesota.
Indians. I don't think Minnesota has enough pitching depth.
Minnesota got so much better.
They got better. No, I think they got better. Definitely just Cleveland is just too good. I can't.
I'll go with Cleveland.
Cleveland got worse. They lost Santana.
Santana wasn't
Brian
huge.
Shaw.
And Brian Shaw.
I'd still go with Cleveland.
I would still go with Cleveland just because they have that core.
They lost Bruce also.
Bruce was a late team trade, and Brantley's coming back within 2 weeks. So I feel like
but still,
he's going to be
Bruce
fine.
helped the cause.
Helped the cause late, yes.
Yeah, but still,
over a long season,
it's a subtraction. It's a huge subtraction.
All right, Indians.
But I agree they didn't improve.
In the West, this is not even a question.
Houston.
Astros, yeah.
Not even a question. Who are the 2 wild cards, guys?
Angels and Twins.
No,
the Red Sox and the Angels.
Red Sox, Angels. Red Sox, Twins. I'll go.
Red Sox, Indians.
So? Yeah.
Hold on. So we have Red Sox, Twins, Red Sox, Angels, and Twins, Angels?
I don't know. I didn't say that. I said Red Sox, Indians.
Red Sox.
I said Red Sox, Indians.
I said Red Sox, Twins.
Okay, this is just some weird.
We need more time.
The AL is going to be interesting. The NL is a lot easier.
Some weird stuff.
I don't know about the NOS.
Okay, NL East, clearly
Washington.
Nationals.
You said Marlins.
I said Washington.
No,
someone said Marlins.
Someone said Marlins, just to see if you guys were all on your toes. Clearly, it's the Washington Nationals. Not even like the slightest doubt in my mind. The Washington Nationals have that, and
they'll still not win a series though.
They might not win in the playoffs, but they clearly have the NL East locked up.
They look good.
NL Central,
Chicago.
Cubs.
The Cubs, again, another lockdown division at this point.
I think St. Louis will make a run, but
Milwaukee too.
They're always in it.
Got a lot better too.
Yeah,
Brewers might miraculously come through with it. The NL West, which Cameron says it's wide open. It's really not. It's the Dodgers.
It's the Dodgers and then the Giants.
I don't know.
That.
I can't bet against my guy.
They won't do better.
The Dodgers.
I don't think they'll do as
and
well
everybody
as last
Rockies.
year.
My 2 NL wildcard teams are Rockies Diamondbacks again.
Really, I like the Mets making one, and then it's gonna be like a dogfight for everybody.
I don't like the Mets doing anything besides taking home.
All right, you know what? I wasn't going to say it. I'm calling it right now. Mets 92 wins.
No, I think
Mets 92 wins.
Oh my God!
What? Do you have anything else? You have
92
the wild
wins.
card. The wild card is being played at Citi Field against the Brewers.
Are they going to lose that one too against, like they did against the Giants?
Just good
92 wins,
92
and the Mets play the Brewers in the wild card at Citi Field.
Yep.
If that happens, I'll take you to
Obviously,
the game.
this is going to change by the trade deadline, but
Dodgers winning division, Rockies, Brewers as my wild cards.
If I had to pick 2 teams, I would say Mets and Brewers. I would agree with that, but I don't know if it's going to be a safe field.
Really?
Rockies, Diamondbacks. Rockies win the wild card game. In my opinion, World Series this year will most
Yankees,
likely...
Dodgers.
I'd actually say a repeat of Astros,
Really?
Dodgers, unfortunately.
Yankees, Cubs.
I can't...
That'd be interesting.
As big of a Yankee fan as I am, and as much as I want the Yankees to win the World
Cubs.
Series...
Yeah, Yankees, Cubs.
The Yankees pitching will not... Their bullpin can. Their starting rotation cannot carry them to the World Series. Now,
they're going to make a trade at the trade deadline.
Can you repeat what you said?
In
Mets
terms
92
of what?
wins.
Yes, no. Mets 92 wins. Your prediction for the Mets.
I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember
This
this.
is obviously way before the trade deadline.
Just your NL East prediction.
NL East, Washington takes the division. Mets get the first wild card.
Mets win how many games this year?
92.
And what do? Mets win 92 games and what?
Win the first wild card.
And who are they playing in the wild card? Milwaukee Brewers. 92 win. I want you to repeat after me. 92 win Mets.
I know what I said.
Wild card.
I know what I
Citi
said.
Field. No,
I know what.
Repeat after me.
No, I know what I said.
Okay. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, Eric's crazy. We're gonna go check him into an asylum. Stay tuned for revelations. Peace out. See you next week.